My name's Lincoln, and I'm the guy behind ETNM Plays. I wanted to talk about the YouTube channel and where things are right now. I know there's not a lot of people who watch my channel consistently. For those who do, thank you very much. You know who you are, and you are genuinely like the best ever. But I did want to make this video just to address a couple things. For one thing, it has been 2 weeks since I last posted. And my goal when I started doing YouTube again this past few months was to post a video every week. Obviously, I haven't hit that goal. Yeah, I think like my last video was the Stardew video, and that plus the Dungeons run that I reposted, like I don't know, they didn't do too well compared to my other videos, and so that kind of tanked my motivation. And there were some other things, and I just wanted to talk about that and I guess where the channel is going in the future. So the elephant in the room, or at least something relevant, is I did not mean for that to rhyme. Well, something relevant is my Forever World series. Episode 6 is coming. I was on a pretty good streak of posting episodes pretty much weekly. And so the scope of my Forever World series has kind of changed since I started it. And that's for a few reasons. When I started my Forever World series, my main goal was I just wanted to do weekly updates on what I had built in the world. And there wasn't going to be any fancy editing or anything like that. I just wanted to just post videos about my Minecraft world. That was my idea when I made my first video in that world. Episode 0, I guess, which was my first tour of the world. When the world was very new, I just said, hey, I'm going to try posting weekly here, and I didn't. But then last April, I started posting weekly, and I was saying, hey, I'm just going to post all the weekly updates. Very quickly, I learned that I am not always on my Forever World, and I am not building stuff weekly, or at least not enough that, like, can make a video. And there's a lot of times, there's a couple episodes where I just have forced myself to build something just because I knew I had to do something for an episode. Episodes 3 and 4 were like that. Episode 3, I was like, I didn't have much, but I had roads, so I took a tour of the roads, and I showed off Canopy Town. Episode 4, I had the stable and the birch play button, and then I just screwed around and talked for a bit. And so I realized that, basically, the Forever World is, it's been hard to find motivation. I know the stereotype is like the 2-week Minecraft phase. When you get Elytra and kill the Ender Dragon, it's really easy to fall off Minecraft, and this is my first time understanding why. Because once you've kind of beaten the game and have like Netherite and all that stuff, which I did before episode 1, there's kind of like no point other than building and just fleshing out the world. And I love world building. I wanted to make a big world out of my Forever World, and I still have some plans for that, but it's just hard because everything feels too easy, but at the same time building is hard, honestly. I just get burnt out from building. I get really overwhelmed when I'm thinking of having to innovate and make new stuff. That's why Spawn Town, the town in my Forever World series, has such a consistent block palette and kind of structure to it. It's because I just find it easier to work in the single build palette, which I think is fine for what it is. I think Spawn Town's still pretty impressive. Regardless, the original scope of the Forever World series I have figured out is not going to work, and that's what led to the pivot in episode 5. Episode 5 of my Forever World series, I opened with a lore segment, and I had a whole cinematic intro. And that was just kind of an add-on to the rest of the normal format of showcase the build and talk about other things in the world. And that's for a reason. I have wanted to tell a story on YouTube through Let's Plays for a while, and I am seeing a great opportunity with my Forever World and with some of the things that I've put in it, and some of the things that I set up in episode 5. So Forever World going to take a big turn. I don't know how fancy or edited it's going to be, but I've got plans. when I was planning out episode 5, I had a lot of stuff to plan. It was a lot more effort than I was expecting. It took like several hours to script and record and edit everything. Gosh, editing. Ugh. That was like hard. It was really fulfilling. Don't get me wrong. I think that's like the best video I've ever posted to YouTube, I think. And so I want to keep doing that because as I was scripting out episode 5, I thought I can think of a narrative and I've got an idea for where I want this story to go. And as I've been, every now and then in the past few weeks, I've been adding more stuff. I've got this big lore document with some plans. And I've got some plans for where the series is going. And they're kind of loose, but I just want to get the ball rolling, honestly. I have always loved to tell stories. I have wanted to be a writer since I was like 15. And I've wanted to be a YouTuber telling stories since I was like 9, you know? So this is just my chance, I see it as. And it's always hard for me to find an outline and fill out all the details. So this story isn't going to come out like super polished. But it is coming from the heart. It is coming from what I want to tell and what I want to show the world, I guess, if that makes sense. So with all that, Forever World episode 6, it is coming. I was gonna make this video yesterday, and it was gonna be a lot more depressing. I feel like it was gonna be me saying, "Oh, I'm burnt out" and stuff. But last night and this morning, I did some work on episode 6. It's like the build is done. I finished the build for episode 6. It looks awesome. I community posted it. It's like, ugh. I'm so excited to show you guys. It looks awesome. And I also did a lot more recording, and I'm going to try some new things. Again, with episode 5, it was, I was trying new things. This episode, I'm going to try some new things. I'm definitely going to see if I can add a couple extra stuff to episode 6. The story is going to move forward. There may come a time where the next few episodes after 6 and 7, after episode 6 or 7, the format's going to change. It's going to be a lot more story driven if my outline turns out right. Again, that's because I'm struggling to think of ideas for what to build in Spawn Town, and I don't want to force myself to build stuff that's like just for you guys, because I care about you guys, but like I do want to keep some ownership of this is my world, and I want to make sure that there's quality stuff being built in it, and I want to make sure that I'm enjoying it just as much as you guys are enjoying it. So all that said, with that, there may be a time when the Forever World series, I feel like with Forever Worlds, there's a bit of almost too much expectation, like continue in just one world for the rest of your life. I see a lot of videos and a lot of video thumbnails. Granted, I don't watch the videos, so I can't fully judge accurately, but there's a lot of creators who are like, oh, I've got this Forever World that I'm just going to be on for the rest of my life. And I like, on one hand, I think it is great. I think that's a great way to move forward. And I am planning to keep updating Forever World and Spawn Town for as long as I have a Minecraft account. Genuinely, that was my intention with this world at the start, and I've never made it this far in a Minecraft world, and it's just like, heck yeah, I wanna keep updating it and expanding it, you know? But I think that there's also value in, you know, just loading up other worlds every now and then. I think that, like, you know, when I was playing Minecraft as a kid, I would load up new worlds constantly. Sometimes to my detriment, I'd get worlds that were like, I spent a half hour playing in them and then I just was done with them. But it just kept things fresh, you know? And I want to keep that. There's something just magical about opening a new Minecraft world. Doesn't mean I'm going to bloat my save folder with new Minecraft worlds that I don't touch, but it does mean that, like, there may come a time where I have a survival series that's just not the Forever World. Doesn't mean the Forever World's going to die. I don't plan to, like, end my involvement with Forever World at all. I hope that all makes sense. I didn't go into this with a script or with the huge direction of where I'm going. I just wanted to yap. I don't know. So to summarize, yeah, Forever World 6 is coming. Plan on next week. I usually try to shoot for Thursday and Friday because I know that's when it's like optimal to post videos. So for this, expect Thursday or Friday around lunchtime. I can probably get it done before then, but I'll get it done and then set it as a premiere or something. I don't know, and then expect more episodes after that to expand the story. I'm really, really wanting to finish the story here. I've wanted to make content for a while. Again, like I've tried coming back to this YouTube channel several times. You'll see all my old videos from 2019, 2022, 2024-ish. And like, survival series, nether survival, dungeons runs, all that stuff. And it like fizzles out every time. And, which is fair. I mean, I don't have a lot of time to spend on a YouTube channel, but it's just like Forever World is like my chance to tell the story I want to tell and get it out there and just get it done, And if after that I like don't have time to focus on the YouTube channel, that'll be fine. And it might be another couple years before I post something. Or it'll just fizzle out and I'll go to like monthly videos while I'm working on school or something. But like Forever World has given me the chance to tell stories and to actually get something tangible out there. And that is just really exciting. And I think part of also why it's taken so long for episode 6 to come out is because I want it to be good. I want it to be perfect, which I personally don't like perfectionism. I am a perfectionist, though, and it like when you're trying so hard to make something perfect, it just wastes your time, and so I just have to tell myself that this story is not going to come off polished. Every episode is not going to be the most edited masterpiece. I may make a decision about the lore and release it in a video and then regret doing that, or I may choose to not reveal something in a video and then regret not doing that. And it's just gonna. But my goal is get it to the end, get it to where I want the story to go, and just be happy with that. And once that's finished, it'll be cool. I'll have something under my belt. I'll have content created, and then maybe I'll start making other stuff, or I'll keep doing Forever World if I'm still really into that. So all this to say, the channel's not going to die anytime soon. I've still got time to focus on things. I'm pretty busy, but I'm a lot more free in the summer because it's summer, and I've got time on my hands to work on Forever World, and so I'm gonna do my best to see this story through and get it out there, and keep posting other content along the way, and we'll see where it goes. If you're new to this channel, if you haven't heard of the Forever World, please go check it out. I hope it's worth your time. The first few episodes are like a little boring, but the builds are really cool. I spent a lot of time on all of Spawn Town, and episode 5 especially just took me forever. And again, there's story coming, there's plans, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm gonna make it as good as I can without it leading to perfectionism and without me just not getting it done. Anyway, that's about all I wanted to talk about. I probably yapped too much and repeated myself too much. I'll have to edit this down and get it to like a reasonable length. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Please leave a like on this video. Comment down below anything you want to see. Any new videos, new content, series, anything you want to see built in Spawn Town. Let me know, and I will consider it. Because I need ideas. And please, if you haven't, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. We're up to 65 subscribers. If we can get to like 100 subscribers before Forever World is over, that would be sick. That would be sick. Like 100 subscribers is nothing in YouTube terms, but like it's just so cool. It's 100 subscribers. When we hit 100 subscribers, I will build a Crimson play button in Spawn Town. I teased at the end of episode 4, but yeah, that will happen if we hit 100 subscribers. So, subscribe. Tell your friends about it. If they watch Minecraft content, tell them to subscribe. Yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.